The new Zeekr 007, guys, it's blowing my mind. Only 6 months after this vehicle was first unveiled, it's already way better. Now, I'd made a video 6 months ago, which was viewed by quite a few people, saying that the technology in this vehicle was superior to that in the Tesla Model 3, Highland, and in the BYD Seal. Now, I stand by that today. This vehicle has improved since then. And the price is still the same. Now, yeah, I'm saying that this is a better vehicle in terms of its charging speed, its battery technology than those vehicles. In other areas, possibly not. I haven't actually driven it. But when it comes to the specs, this thing is just seriously a game-changing electric car. Not only is this now the fastest charging electric car in the world, it's incredibly affordable, and actually the performance version is cheaper than a Tesla Model 3 Performance and significantly faster. The technology in this new EV is blowing my mind. It is probably the most technologically advanced electric car when it comes to its motor integration, its charging speed of any vehicle potentially in history. And yet it only costs $29,000 in the cheapest version. The world's fastest, seriously, the world's fastest charging electric car has just been revealed by Zeekr. Now, interestingly, Zeekr, not only are they the world's fastest growing electric car company, but their technology is blowing my mind. The new 007, guys, which will have, I believe, the same specs as the new Zeekr 7X, which is due out about mid next year. It's a rival for the Tesla Model Y. It's coming to Australia. It's coming to many other countries around the world. That's meant to be their global car model. Basically, the specs I'm about to share with you, that's probably what that car will get. That car might even be a little bit better than the 007 because the 7X is essentially the SUV version of this vehicle. And that's why this is relevant to everyone. This charging capacity is honestly game-changing. 10 minutes to charge your battery. But here's the thing. You can charge 500 kilometers of range into your battery in only 10 minutes. And honestly, this is the point in which I personally think there is no logical reason whatsoever to buy an internal combustion engine vehicle. Here are the details. Hello, my friends. Great to see you. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. I want to say a big thank you to our Patreon supporters, our YouTube members. Really appreciate you guys. And also, guys, if you want to get solar, I just had a solar system installed on my house, and I think the company who installed the system did a phenomenal job. I want to recommend them too. They are called Resync Solar. They will give you a bit of a discount if you mention me, so I'll put a link in the description below. Check them out if you're based in New South Wales or Queensland. The Zeekr 001, a cheaper version of that, which this new version has only been out for 6 months, and they just went and upgraded again. Basically, Zeekr are updating their cars every 6 months. It's crazy. But at the same time, they've just revealed an updated version of the Zeekr 007, which is also a new car, which is, unbelievable. The cheapest version of the 007, which, to be honest, does have better technology, significantly better than a Tesla Model 3 or a BYD Seal. You can't really compare them. In fact, it's that much better. $29,000 in China. So I can imagine the Zeekr 7X, which will be the SUV version of this and is one of my favorite cars, even though it's not available for sale yet, but it will be. I can imagine that the pricing might be similar to that in China, maybe a couple of $1,000s more, but it shouldn't be much different. What's going on here? Okay, this is a lithium iron phosphate battery. And historically, lithium iron phosphate batteries, they haven't been particularly fast charging. And look at the lithium iron phosphate batteries in Tesla vehicles. They charge at about 170 kilowatt, right? It's not bad. It's not super fast by any means. But all of a sudden, things have changed. CATL and Geely both have batteries now that can charge at more than 500 kilowatt, which are lithium iron phosphate. This new second generation golden battery. How can I be saying second generation? What is going on at Geely? These guys are crazy. They revealed this new Geely short blade battery, right? One of the most advanced lithium iron phosphate batteries in history. And 6 months later, they've got a new version of the same battery that can charge faster. These guys are innovating at a speed that honestly is just blowing my mind. The new 007, the updated version, that apparently has been revealed now in China. I mean, when I say apparently, it has been, and the prices are impressive. The cheapest version, rear-wheel drive, is $29,000. Then you can get a rear-wheel drive with intelligent driving, long range, so the bigger battery pack, $32,000. Guys, that is ridiculous, because $32,000 for a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, right? 100 kilowatt hour CATL chill-in battery. I mean, it has 900 kilometers of CLTC range, which is probably going to be about 800 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. Yeah, you see what I mean about the technology now? But if you combine that with the fact that these new batteries can charge at more than 560 kilowatt, then wow, the future really is here. There's two options here, guys. You can get the 75 kilowatt hour golden battery, and that is the battery here that is now the fastest charging battery in the world. From what I can see, it can charge at just under 600 kilowatt. 5.5C, they call it. Just under 600 kilowatts. So this is the fastest charging electric car in the world. The 2025 model year Zeekr 007 also uses the CATL chill-in battery in the 100 kilowatt hour long range version. So the shorter range version, the 75 kilowatt battery, still gives it about 600 kilometers of WLTP range, right? 600 kilometers of range. That's a 75 kilowatt hour lithium iron phosphate battery. That is the most popular version of this car. Geely have said, or Zeekr have said, that around 66% of buyers are buying this car with the smaller battery pack, the Geely Golden battery pack. Now, the second generation Golden battery, or the Golden Brick Short Blade battery, it's very similar to a BYD battery, but has high energy density and can charge much faster. The reason it can charge much faster, well, one of them is that it uses much shorter blades, and that enables the batteries to actually, be charged much quicker. There's a few other innovations there, but that's the key reason. The second generation, right, it could charge at 4.5C, so probably around 500 kilowatt, but this one can charge at 5.5C, so about 600 kilowatt. And that means the battery can be charged from 10 to 80% in 10 minutes. That's 4.5 minutes faster than the first generation. So after 6 months of this battery being out, it now charges much faster, 10.5 minutes versus around 16 minutes before. Zeekr claims it now charges faster than any battery in the world that you can buy in an EV right now, and is the world's fastest mass-produced battery. I don't actually know what would be the world's fastest non-mass-produced battery. I think this is probably it, to be honest. When the first generation Golden Brick battery came out, the team was really focusing on making a point here, saying it was super safe. They put 10 nails into this battery. BYD did a similar nail test, but Geely went a bit further than that. Rather than using one nail, they used 10 nails. They threw it in a fire at 1,000 degrees Celsius. They put it back into the car. After they did all this stuff to it, they drove over it. They basically tried to destroy it. They put it back into the car, and the car was still driving fine. Yeah, I've said that this is the safest battery, and looking at the technology, the thermal runaway protection on this battery means it looks almost impossible to set fire to this battery. Now, it's not impossible, of course. There is lithium in this battery, but it looks like it's very, very close to impossible. This would make it the safest vehicle in the world. The Zeekr press conference said that 66% of buyers of this model will choose the Golden battery rather than the CATL chill-in battery. Through an algorithm change, acceleration times have been boosted significantly as well. In fact, they're about 10% faster. The rear-wheel drive version has gone from 5.4 seconds, 0 to 100, or 0 to 62 miles an hour, to 5 seconds. So 5.4 to 5. The all-wheel drive version has gone from 3.5 seconds to 3.4 seconds, and the four-wheel drive performance version is the same at 2.84 seconds. Now, I believe performance version of the 007 is a direct rival to the Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous, or the Tesla Model 3 Performance, but this is a little bit faster, and on a track, it's actually significantly faster than a Tesla Model 3 Performance. In addition to that, apparently there's new over-the-air updates that are coming to existing cars. So if you own an existing 007, then I believe your charging speed will be upgraded significantly simply with an over-the-air update. The Zeekr 007 also comes with Hauhan Intelligent Driving 2.0 system. So they've upgraded the chips, they've upgraded the basically the autopilot driving system. It comes with LiDAR, with visual fusion basis. It comes with 2 NVIDIA Orin X chips providing 508 TOPS of computing power. It has 30 sensors, and it can manage 30 kinds of complex intersections with a pass rate of more than 95%. So a little bit like Tesla's full self-driving or Tesla's autopilot system, where it works really well, but you've still got to obviously monitor it and make sure that you can take over if you need to. The system introduces 1,000 new traffic scenarios, and the accuracy of cognition has improved by more than 120%, say Zeekr. As part of this upgrade, the ability to park or self-park has been significantly improved. It has remote control fingertip parking, so a little bit like an Xpeng or Xpeng G6, which can park itself as well. You can basically take out your phone, use the app to park it if you want to. Over the next few months, various upgrades are going to arrive over the air, culminating in a door-to-door capability in the first quarter of 2025. So Zeekr is saying that by the first quarter of next year, this vehicle will be able to drive without any interventions. Basically, it will have full self-driving. Now, I think there must be an error in translation here, because I don't think that's very likely. They're not really close to solving full self-driving, and I believe that would probably take a couple of years. But you can't blame them for being optimistic. The operating system has been upgraded to Zeekr's OS AI, and utilizing this, all car systems are now controlled by voice, a little bit like Xpeng EVs as well. These include things such as reminders to charge the car, charging the internal circulation of the AC when entering a tunnel, and other upgrades that have been placed into the car with new software. Zeekr says that the car has a 720-degree perception, meaning 360 degrees around the outside of the car and 360 degrees around the inside of the car. You can see everything inside the car, everything outside the car at all times. And that's kind of cool as well. Colors have been changed, but ultimately, guys, the big news here is they're faster, the cars are faster, they charge faster, there's much better software, and no increase in price. Wow, that's game changing. Thanks for watching.